Morning, Kat.
Oh, wow. What a pleasant surprise. Good morning. Good morning,
Good
sweetheart.
morning.
Looks like somebody had a hard night. Must be that new husband.
Oh, maybe, honeymoon and stuff.
Well, young lady, I hope that you have some good news for us.
I hope so too. She wouldn't even tell me anything until we were all together.
So I was thinking about it a lot lately, and I want to...
Hey, go on, what?
And...
Calm down. Let her speak.
Thank you, Kat. As I was saying, I was thinking about it, and I was strategizing and figuring out what would be best for me, and I would be honored to join the team.
Jackpot. Come on.
Sounds like music to my ears. I mean, Alloura, even if you didn't stay on board with us, the opportunities that you've already set up are endless.
She's saying she's not going nowhere.
Jabril, it would be unrealistic to think a woman with her skill set would stay with us. I mean, even though I would love her to. But realistically, you're going to have to get out there someday and permanently brand yourself.
You honestly took the words right out of my mouth.
And he told me about your terms. I totally agree with them. And admire that you don't want to be locked down with one company.
So you'll come on board, not as a full employee, but under a contract. And you're more like a freelance. So that way you'll be free to work with other companies as long as it's not a conflict of interest.
Perfect. That was my only concern, because I really still want to be able to work on some other projects.
And you'll be free to do that.
Let me just add, as long as they're not in direct competition with us, I would never hinder a young businesswoman's opportunities.
Kat, can I ask you something?
Anything.
Do you think it's possible for a very successful woman to have everything? Power, success, love?
Absolutely. You just have to put things in order from what's most important to what's least. It's just that simple.
Yeah, but love.
Alloura, sweetie, it all depends what love means to you. But take it from a wise woman. Focus on your career and let love come if it does.
Okay, change the subject. We're gonna go get ready for this meeting. Let you finish getting ready. Let you go dressed up already. But yeah, we're gonna see you at the meeting.
About that meeting, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I have to go brief my assistant Jordan on some details. You know that I'm gonna leave him in charge, right? While I'm handling those affairs with New York, I pray that they don't want me to fly there.
All right. Well, I trust you. If you're leaving him in charge, I trust your judgment. So, but in any case, I still want to thank you for coming down here to DC and helping me get this off the ground.
Well, you know that it's nothing that I wouldn't do for you. You know, I love you. And if I miss you before you leave for your honeymoon, give your honey my love. And you make sure you have an awesome time.
All right.
Alloura, I love you too, and welcome aboard.
Thank you.
I'm sure I'll see you at the office after I'm finished my conference call.
You definitely will.
All right, well, you guys travel safe.
All right.
Bye, Kat.
Bye, honey. Hey, Jordan. Yeah, I'm actually leaving out now. Yeah, I should be there shortly. All right, see you soon.
Mom, did I overhear that you're going to New York?
Well, I have a couple conference calls and I'll know later. Why?
Can I ask you a question?
Chloe, not right now.
I hate you.
Good morning. I'm Jordan O'Brien, and you are? I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Not with me.
That's what I said.
Where's Kat?
She's gonna be coming in a little later. Hello, how are you? Long time no see, Chadwick.
Yeah, it's been a while, and so much has changed.
Sometimes change is good.
And hello, Alloura. You look as beautiful as ever.
Hi, Chadwick. Nice to see you.
And you must be Jordan.
Yes, Mr. Davenport. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Kat has told me a lot about you. I'm looking forward to what you're gonna bring to the team.
I'm ready to show you all.
All right. Chad, where is Chastity?
Oh, my apology. Her flight was delayed, so she'll be here tomorrow. I'll give her the full briefing.
All right, let's just have a seat then and get down to it. All right, first and foremost, I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming on board here to help Kat and I restructure this division. I mean, as you know, in the past, this company's tenure and legend pretty much sold itself. So now we are trying to reach other markets outside of our norm, and that is where you all come in.
I have a question. Why are we making our home base in DC?
Well, DC is kind of central to all our offices, and not to mention it is prime location. And with all the funding and resources here, it's really lucrative. I mean, you just really got to know where to look. So, any more questions? And I can get down to the assignments for everyone. Good. All right. So first, Alloura, you will be our corporate liaison, in charge of all the major hedge funds. Chadwick, branding, we're gonna have you there. So you need to be out rubbing elbows with the who's who here in town. Where the people are, that's where you need to be. Charities, fundraisers, all of it. And Chastity, she's going to be on board for our new advertising and marketing avenues.
Quick question. Well, much more of some input.
Sure. Go ahead.
I think I'd be more suitable in the financial spectrum. Yeah, branding is not really my forte.
Well, see, here's the thing. We thought you would be better on the branding front.
Well, if all due respect, if you review my portfolio, you'll see where I was most strongest.
Chad, who do you think hired you?
Uncle Barron, he brought me on.
See, that's where you're mistaken. See, my father gave us the recommendations, but we, Kat and myself, made the final decisions for who's going to come on board. So, we think that you would be best coming in there, and we thought that this company would be best to stay driven by Davenport with some other enhancements.
My apologies for being tardy, Jabril. I'm still trying to figure out the whole geography of the city. You know, the whole northeast, northwest thing is really confusing.
It's good. It's good to go. I'm just glad you gave me the heads up. No worries. Let me introduce you to the rest of the team. This is Alloura Davenport Hill.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
This is Jordan O'Brien.
Nice to meet you.
You as well.
And this is Chadwick Davenport Quinn.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Everyone, this is Julian Maxwell. Have a seat, Julian. I was just assigning everyone their individual tasks, and you were actually the last person on the list. So you will be in charge of our financial budget.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Chadwick, you have anything to add?
No, please, continue.
Okay. So, if no one else has any more questions, let me show you all guys to your workstations, and we can get started here.
Thank you.
Alright guys, so this is our main office room where all your workstations. Down there is going to be for the interns. That is Ian Skylar, one of our interns. Say hello, Ian.
Hello, guys.
Alright, Chadwick, this is going to be your station. And when Chastity comes, she's going to be right here next to you. Julian?
So, this is my office.
Yes. Julian, this is yours right here.
All right.
And Jordan, I'm gonna let Cat deal with that one. So, yeah. Everybody get situated. Turn on your computers, make sure they're all working and things.
Uncle Barron will be here at 3 o'clock, right?
I'm not sure.
I'll talk to him later.
Sure, knock yourself out.
Okay, where do I set up?
Follow me.
Okay.
You can get settled in here.
Jabril, what is this?
It's an office.
This is special treatment. I told you I didn't want special treatment.
This is not special treatment.
I would definitely say this is special treatment, and so would all those people at that workstation.
You and I both know the only two people that's going to have an issue with it is Chadwick and Chassie. Okay, so what? They'll simmer for a little bit. They'll get over it.
I told you I didn't want any separation between us. Jabril, I just want to come here, do my job, and go. All that extra stuff could be shelved. Give it to one of them.
Hell no. Those two egos, I'm not inflating those anymore. Besides, their experience don't come close to yours. So, consider this is based off experience, not favoritism. Okay. Maybe a little bit of favoritism?
Mm-hmm. I'm out of here.
No. The only place you're going is over to this desk. And consider it a thank you.
A thank you for what?
For my wedding.
I was already compensated for that.
Yes, I know. Double.
Yeah, I know, because you waited till the last minute.
Blah, blah, blah.
You cannot throw me out, Jabril. But seriously, I am so happy for you and Brandon. I'm like legit excited that you made the right choice.
Me too.
And I saw all the pictures. They look so good. Eric was calling me like every 5 seconds.
I'm still a little bit upset that you weren't able to stay the whole time.
I told you, I was under contract months ago.
Yeah, I know. It was my fault. I procrastinated. But, okay, but we're here now in your new office. So, get comfortable and go check on other people.
Jabril?
I have been given the task of being the direct liaison between Mrs. Davenport and the team. I'm allocating all assignments and tasks to the team per her instructions.
So, you're a secretary?
Chadwick, can you not be rude and let the man finish?
It's quite alright. I'll be acting in Mrs. Davenport's stead, if that answers your question. The first assignment is outlined in these folders.
Thank you.
Mrs. Davenport procured a highly demanding client, so she wants us to execute these tasks with expediency. There's also a matter of the launch event. Mrs. Davenport wants all of us to be on board. The purpose of the event is to bring the new division and all key influencers and let them know on the service we offer. So any info spared on venue, food, media placement, etc.
I wasn't hired to play a parties. That's more suitable for you.
As I stated, Mrs. Davenport expects everyone to be on board, Mr. Quinn.
It's Davenport, Quinn.
Forgive my faux pas. Now, if you guys have any questions, feel free to send my way and I'll answer them.
Is this meeting over? Some of us have work to do.
Well, Julian, I know this is your first day, but I'm going to need you to get up to speed quickly.
Of course, Miss Davenport, that won't be a problem. Actually, I already went ahead and studied our competitors and made some notes, so don't worry. I will help you gain a huge profit margin by the end of the fiscal year.
Well, if you're capable of doing that, you're looking at a long career with Davenport.
I plan on sticking around for a very long time.
Hello, Cat.
Barron, I wasn't expecting you.
I know you weren't. I thought I'd stop in to see how the business is going. My money made all this possible.
Noted, but business is running fine. How can I help you?
Who's that young man behind you?
A new employee. Anything else?
What's his name?
Julian Maxwell, and you are.
Just leaving. Can I talk to you in my office? Now!
I know the one.
Barron, if you think for 1 second I'm gonna have you come and undermine me in front of my staff, you better think again.
Kat, don't get upset. You know how I am with all my divisions. I need to know the ins and outs.
But you have to understand. You have to let me do my job. I'm a very intelligent woman.
I know that.
I'm not gonna let you interfere, Barron. You have to. I'm so sick of you. I'm not Tessa, and I'm not Fallon. Micromanage them, not me.
Look, Kat, I'm sorry. I didn't mean any harm by coming down here, and I'll stay out of your way. My apologies.
Hello. Thank God you picked up.
Okay, and to move forward with the project, I need the numbers by the end of the day. Perfect. Can I give you a call back? Someone just walked over. Thanks. Yes, sir.
No need. Have a seat.
Is everything okay with Miss Davenport?
She's fine. I like to get to know everyone who works for this family.
So what would you like to know?
What makes you think you'll be successful here at a role at Davenport Industries? This is not some Silicon Valley startup.
I'm well aware of that, sir. The Davenport name holds a lot of weight, and your rivalry with Donald Hampton is legend. We'd always have debates about it in class.
I hope your professor had enough common sense to know that Donald's assets were inflated. $17 billion net worth? My black ass.
I would actually argue that point, sir. Around the time you're looking to expand Davenport to the West Coast, he went ahead and bought a third of Irvine Company, which prevented you from claiming ownership to the nation's largest land development.
What you don't know is, I bought the property across the bay from Donald and did a development there. Every time he looks out his bedroom window, he sees Davenport.
Smart.
Right. So you know real estate history, but marketing is a new realm for Davenport. And we want only the best. I hope you're not some novice here to try to climb the corporate ladder at any cost.
Seeing a man of color in this field has always been an inspiration to me.
I bet. So you know my history. Tell me something about yourself. What school did you go to?
My last institution was overseas, at the London School of Economics.
Okay.
And
Don't prattle on about schools. A prestigious school is a good look, but as we both know, it's just a vanity piece for generational heirs.
yeah, I'm very familiar with that. In fact, most of my classmates were extensions of oil and textile dynasties. I wasn't so fortunate. I grew up middle class. The only thing my father passed down to me was his hard work ethic, along with his love for travel. So that's how I ended up in London.
Okay. So where do you see your career going at Davenport?
Before I make my next move, I want to familiarize myself with every aspect of this company. So that's why I figured the marketing division would be a perfect place to start.
You can learn a lot from Jabril. In a short amount of time, he's gained a lot of knowledge and experience. He's doing very well.
He is. I mean, the fact that in this quarter alone, he's managed to double the amount of revenue since he's taken over the CEO position. That's pretty impressive.
Yes, it is. And I expect nothing less from Jabril. You know, in my years in business, I've seen a lot of hot shots come and go. They start out very loyal, they work hard, and then power is learned. They were once really faithful employees, and they turn into traitors. I hope I'm not going to have that problem with you.
Of course not.
Keep it that way. I would hate to have to come back here and make an example of you. It's good talking to you, Julian. Keep this conversation between us.
Sir.
Jabril, I want to talk to you about something.
Don't mind me, Dad. I was just working.
I just met Julian. He's observant, astute. He's knowledgeable about Davenport Industries as well as business in general.
Well, I brought him on board because he's bright, ambitious, and he's hungry. I mean, the restructuring of this division called for some talented individuals with contemporary ideas.
I see something in him. I want you to show him the ropes from afar. Properly mentored, he'll be a big asset to Davenport.
Okay, you see something. Okay, that I will be certain to take that under advisement.
Under advisement. Just do it and get back to work.
Dad, you have a second?
Sure. How can I help you, Chadwick?
I personally want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of this new advertising division. My sister and I couldn't possibly thank you enough for having us on board.
Well, you have Barron to thank for that. I just give you guys your job details. And you do know that we expect only excellence here. Would that be a problem?
Oh, of course not. See, I'll be the best executive you ever had. See, your level of perfection is legend in this company. There's not too many successful women out there. See, you are a trailblazer. You should have your skills patent.
Chadwick?
Yes.
Get off of my desk. And I wouldn't say all that. You have to know that you gotta be willing to go above and beyond. And hard work and determination pays off.
Oh, wait, I want to be so modest. Even you had some tricks up your sleeves. Or some tips to help you move up this corporate ladder.
No, I'm sorry. There's no fast lane to success.
True. But it astounds me how well you quickly succeeded by even having a Davenport name. See, usually someone married to the family looking for a payload handout.
Now, that's the best thing you said so far. But in my case, I'm self-made.
That you are beautiful and successful. See, I think like you someday. A person with absolute power. Any insight tips?
Well, keep executing your job effectively. And one day, they'll take notice. And you'll get a promotion in this company. But it won't be from groveling. One thing you'll learn about me is I hate a person that is willing to try and brown nose himself to the top. Good luck, Chadwick.
So you all ready to go?
Am I ready? Yes, I am dipping out of here while everybody is on lunch break because I need some relaxation, sun, and my husband.
And then some romance?
Of course, hell yeah. Yes, a lot of romance.
Right. I know you're not gonna be gone that long, but I'm gonna miss you.
I miss you too. Good luck around here. And when I get back, can we set up some travel arrangements for both of us, or maybe just her? With your mom?
I'll get with this, Jabril.
Yes, because you still haven't been to see her, have you? And she was supposed to come to the wedding. I thought you would maybe seen her there, but yeah, we'll work on that.
Anyway, be safe, and Jabril. I'm actually really digging this whole office thing, so thank you.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Love you guys.
I love you too.
Your congrats is in order. But you're going on your honeymoon.
I am. Thank you. Look, while I'm out of the office, be sure to keep your eyes and ears open, okay?
I'm no snitch.
Oh, no, I don't mean to call you a snitch or anything. I'm just saying just watch your back around here.
I'll be sure to do that. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. Hello, Chad.
Jabril, I figure you'd be gone by now. What's the holdup?
No, hold up. I was just making sure everything was good to go before I left.
Ah, I know you missed East and all this rustic splendors. But remind me again, whose bright idea was it to put Davenport Industries satellite office there?
You have to ask my father.
I'm surprised you don't know. Was it the major cuts? Wait, didn't you take over VP of Finance when Clint Saunders stepped down?
Yes. Your point?
Runner-up is never good at first place.
Chad, I did not realize you had so much idle time to follow my career. I mean, one would think you would be out, cultivating your own, trying to make a name for yourself, instead of waiting for someone to throw a bone in your direction.
Are you suggesting I'm waiting for Uncle Barron to give me a handout?
Look, your reach is beyond epic proportion. I mean, I'm here with your pseudo caliber. You should have been made something out of yourself.
I just may be sitting in your spot one day. I could be a huge service.
Chad, you probably should keep your ambitions grounded in reality.
Now that you're finally out of the closet and married and living your truth, wherever that may be, don't hesitate to give me a call if you need any of my expertise.
Chad, I probably won't be calling you for anything.
Don't be so sure about that. Everyone knows that family business was never your thing.
Not so much family business part, but the people in it.
Julian, come in. Can you pull up a seat? Now, you do know that I'm still waiting on those assessments to see who works well with whom. So I'm gonna need you to get on the team and let them know that I need those reports finished upon my return.
Yes, Mrs. Davenport.
And also, I need to be certain that you're not letting anyone take advantage of you here, especially Barron's idiot nephew. They need to know that you are in charge upon my absence. And if they forget, you remind them that they need to do what they're assigned to do, and that's it.
Yes, Mrs. Davenport. I'm trying my best here, but these people are really difficult.
I mean it, Jordan. This is your chance to make it in PR. You're intelligent, you have innovative ideas. I would not have assigned you for this job if I felt you were incapable.
Trust me, I will not let you down.
All right, well, you bet not. Let's finish up this business. The gritty streets of New York is waiting for me, and I must be prepared. Looks like we're done here. I guess once everything's finalized, contact me.
Kat, thank you so much for this opportunity.
Oh, you're so welcome, Jordan.
Safe travels.
Thanks. Alloura.
Safe travels. You're leaving again?
I am. Have a seat. Look, one day, when you take over this division, you'll see that being a boss, you must make sacrifices.
Me take over this division? I don't think so.
Well, I know so. I know talent when I see it. I actually see a lot of myself in you. And most importantly, you have balls. And being in this male-dominated business, you have to have big ones. Thank you. Mark my words, listen to me.
I hear you, Kat. I hear you.
But I'll be in contact.
All right. Make sure you're safe, all right?
Thank you, sweetie. Love you.
Love you too.
Now that you're officially on board, I was tasked on helping you get caught up on operations.
Who will I be working with?
Me for now.
Is that right?
Yes, and once I see what you're capable of, I'll begin to delegate various projects to you.
Well, I'm a fast learner, so whatever you have for me, I'll be happy to take it.
How good are you with numbers?
My background is in economic planning and development, so budgets and spreadsheets are a piece of cake.
Good, because I'll need someone to take charge once we start landing contracts. Kat wants to keep a close eye on numbers. Our budget is tight.
Rightfully so. The advertising world is ruthless. You're only as big as your last account.
Correct. and I cannot let Miss Davenport down. She's really depending on me.
Don't worry. I'll be here to help you every step of the way. I work best in tight situations.
That'll be all, Julian. I'll let you get back to work.
I can help you now if you'd like.
No, I'm fine. When you're done here, head down to HR and give me your forms.
Home, sweet home. Exhausted. What a day. Chloe, did you pack my bags like I asked?
Yeah, actually they're almost done, but I have to ask you something.
I'm so exhausted, but what is it, Chloe?
What was the point of bringing me here if I had to be kept a secret?
I knew this day would come. Well, I would have to explain this to you. Your father was my first crush. My first kiss. Oh, heck. He was my first everything. When he and I was together, it was like he was my Prince Charming. But he lived a very different life behind my back.
So he cheated on you?
No, nothing like that. He just had some shady dealings with some really dangerous men.
What is that supposed to mean?
Okay. He was just dealing with some really dangerous men that I really knew nothing of this stuff until I found out I was pregnant with you.
So you weren't ready to have a child at your age, or?
That's not it at all. Before finding out about you, your dad hadn't called me for like 2 weeks, which was not normal for us, so I was extremely worried. But at the time, I was dealing with morning sickness. I didn't know at the time. In bed, sick, trying to figure out what was wrong with me. When I finally worked up the heart and got the strength to go to the doctor, I found that I was pregnant with you. The crazy thing is that he actually called me that night. Our connection, I guess it was just like that, and he knew some way that, I had some information or whatever. So after cursing him out from being worried and upset, I told him that we were expecting. Instead of him being happy, he actually got quiet. So of course I got upset again. He always had a way with calming me, so he talked me down. And then pretty much let me know that I couldn't let anyone know I was pregnant. And he and I can no longer be together. He told me actually the less I know, the better off I was. And also that he got involved with some really dangerous men. And the reason that he stayed away is because they were looking for him and it would harm him and any of his loved ones.
So, didn't you get the police involved, or?
Chloe, I asked all those questions. And he said again, the less I know, the better off we would be. And he said this is the last time I would talk to him. And he begged me, crying, begging me to keep your identity secret. He told me it won't be a lie to anyone that I haven't seen him, because he said I would never see him again. That was the last time I spoke to your father.
I'm sorry that you had to go through all that, but did you ever find out about the guys?
They actually came to me looking for him. The guy asked me, did I see your father? I was pregnant, depressed. He left me lonely. I broke down. And I told him that I didn't see your father. I haven't spoken to him in weeks. The masked man with a gun to my head told me if I was lying, that he would come back and it would be no talking, and informed me to be a wise woman and have no dealings with your father ever again.
I really appreciate you telling me this, and you don't ever have to worry about me telling anyone about our secret. And to think that I really thought you were a mean, heartless woman. How were you able to be so successful just harboring that secret?
To be honest with you, Chloe, at first, I didn't think I was gonna make it. Then I learned to use my pain, what has made me the business juggernaut that I am today. And for that, I thank your father. We may have to keep a secret that you and I are mother and daughter, but it's never been a day that went past that I didn't think about you. Everything that I did was for you. The very reason that I never conceived again is because it was no way that I can show another child love when I was unable to give that love to my firstborn. You may not believe this. I'm not sure how you feel, but I love you, and I will always love you, Chloe.